So before we get into the video, my friend Brendyn has been getting a lot of hate recently, so if you guys should just show him some support, because he doesn't fake his sobs and it's really not fair to him. But now I'll just get into the video. Sub 20 is one of the hardest barriers to break. Many keepers struggle with this, and I did too when approaching 20 seconds. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to become sub 20 on the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. With these tips, anyone can become sub 20. Tip 1 is proper finger tricks. This is just basically the foundation of your CFOP solve. One of the most important ones is that I don't see enough people doing is the U2 double flicks. These are really important. It's just the pointer finger and the middle finger, and then you can just continuously do that. Especially in this G perm, you have to use these double flick moves a lot, just like this. Just like that. And for example, like this E perm, you need to use D push moves, so like that. And it's pretty important to get high TPS in F2L as well. But that just shows how much higher TPS you can get overall. That can really help you like PLL and OLL just moving forward. So it's a really good foundation to have when moving into sub 20. Second tip is learning muscle memory for everything, and make sure to turn as fast as you can during stuff like F2L. After you solve the cross in F2L, you don't want to be thinking a lot. So you don't want to be thinking that you're just going to take this edge out, pair it up, and then insert it. What you want to do is you want to just see this pair and straightly go into it. And that's why you need pretty good finger tricks, so you can turn as fast as you can. When you see this pair, you can also go straight into it. This pair, you can go straight into it. This pair, straight into it. If your look ahead isn't as good right now, it's okay, because you really don't need look ahead until like 17 seconds. Right now, the main thing you want to do is just make sure you're not thinking too much during F2L. My third tip is to have really good cross solutions. So like for the cross is you want to make it in under 8 moves. So that can seem a little daunting at first, but the more you practice it, the more you'll get used to it. So cross efficiency is something really important. One of the first steps to making a cross is you can either insert edges from where they're opposite to their current center, or you can just make lines. So for this cross, I can probably do insert red, do a D2, and then orange. And then you can get the opposite to get the green, to get 3 pieces in, and then insert it. Another example is cases like this. Many people struggle with this. And a really easy solution is whichever your dominant hand, do R prime, F, R. It's a pretty simple solution, but I feel like that's what you can do as well. Another thing you might want to take into account is inserting 2 pieces at once. So for these 2 flipped edge cases, you can insert red while also inserting blue. So if you just move it over in between each other, you can just do it like that. It saves a lot of moves, and that's how you can get pretty nice cross efficiency cases. Fourth tip, or the most important one, is going to be F2L efficiency. F2L efficiency is something I don't see enough beginners doing, and if you want to become sub 20, this is something you should highly take into practice. After you build your cross, you'll start with F2L. So during F2L, you want to take pieces out where they can be put into easy cases. So let's say this case right here, with the orange and blue and orange and blue. Some people would just take the edge out and insert it from there. But you can also do a very simpler solution. You can learn advanced cases like this, where it's only 5 moves, just like this. It's R prime, F, U prime, F prime, R. So cases like that can really cut down your times. And if you can't do that, try to take cases out so that they can be put into easy cases. For this orange and green, you don't just want to take it out like this, where you still have to set them up. Instead, you should take it out where you can put it into a 3-move solution, or either a full pair. So you can insert like that. And then for this case, you can learn also front inserts like this, which can be handy sometimes. Last tip is cleaning up your last layer. So this includes drilling algorithms and learning full PLL. You should also take into consideration some easy OLLs, which can really help your times. So after you solve the last F2L pair, you should probably know by now all of the cross cases. So these cases you should probably know. For this, many people use this alg, and full PLL is something that you should really learn. It might seem a little bit difficult at first, but trust me, it really gets easier. The G prims are really difficult, but trust me, just learn them and you'll be really happy after, because they are very, very common. There are so many commutators that are in each of them, and for example, with this F perm, it's just R prime, U, F prime, and then T perm, and then just undoing those moves at the beginning. Cases like this, like F, sexy F prime, or cases like this, and we can use this special finger trick, which goes like this. These cases are very easy to do, and this case also, it's just F, double sexy F prime. This case, F, inverse sexy F prime. Case is just sexy move, and then sledgehammer. So those are all the tips I have for you guys today, and those who are practicing to get sub 20, just don't give up. Trust me, if you just practice a lot every day, maybe like an hour, you should be hitting sub 20 within a month, or maybe even weeks, depending on how much you practice. So that's about it for today's video. If you're new here and you learned something, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. And that's about it for today's video. This video was inspired by Cube Raisin and J-Perm. So yeah, see you next video. Bye!